Amy Redmond, and I'm a rising junior accounting major from Houston, Texas. But more importantly, I am the loudest and the proudest member of the Fightin' Texas Aggie class of 2016. Now, if that sounded a bit strange to you, it's most likely because you do not attend or have attended Texas A&M University, where I go to school. My past 2 years there have provided me with a clear understanding of exactly what I want to do with the rest of my life. I now have 2 years left to figure out how I can accomplish these goals of mine. Now, to begin, I'm a true Texan, born and raised in Houston, where I graduated from Lingham Creek High School in 2012. After spending the last few months after my senior year enjoying being a kid, I moved to College Station to start the next chapter of my life. I quickly realized that I was interested in math and business, and those were my strong suits, so I decided to major in accounting and follow in my mom's footsteps. I don't exactly know yet what I want to do specifically with an accounting degree, but I do know where I want to end up: New York City. I want to work there in the finance industry, and I was fortunate enough to this past Christmas break have the opportunity to visit the city where I fell completely in love with it. From the theaters and the entertainment and nightlife to the hustle and bustle of just the everyday people going through the subways and in the finance industry, I knew New York City would be the perfect place for me to spend my 20s before I hopefully come back to Texas to settle down for the rest of my life. Enough about the future though, let's talk about right now. I've just completed my first year as a member of Delta Gamma, which has provided me with more opportunities than I ever imagined possible. This past year, myself, along with the rest of the members, put on 2 extremely successful philanthropy events, raising thousands of dollars for our charity, Service for Sight. Now, if you haven't heard of that before, it was created by Delta Gamma to raise money to provide help for those who are living with visual impairments. In addition to our own philanthropy events we put on, through Delta Gamma, I have been able to participate in the campus-wide volunteer opportunities, mainly the big event. This year we had over 100 members go out to put on a children's carnival and raise money for their school. And now, in addition to Delta Gamma, I was selected to be a muster host this past spring. Muster is a unique event that is just for A&M. It's a ceremony that celebrates the lives of all of the Aggies who have passed away within the last year. My job as a host was to escort a family through the ceremony whose loved one was being honored, answering any questions they had about A&M, myself, the event, just being there for whatever they needed. Whether it be giving up one Saturday a month or devoting weeks to the event muster, the personal joy I receive from helping others is unparalleled from anything else that I've ever experienced. I've been so fortunate to be in a place all my life to give back to others and want to find ways to continue to do so in the future. Now, as the end of my sophomore year is approaching, and I realized I was halfway done with my time at A&M, I remembered that there are so many things I had said I wanted to do, but never really held myself accountable to complete them. I decided there was no more time that I could waste and created a bucket list of 5 things that I want to accomplish in the next 5 years. Starting with number 5, I want to learn a foreign language. Now, this is 100% just for me, to prove to myself that I can be bilingual. It doesn't matter whether it's applying to my job or helping me with where I'm living, I just want to learn another language. Now, number 4 is to visit Moscow, Russia. The unique culture and architecture and history that the city has completely captured my interest and made it one of the most desirable places that I want to go to. Following graduation of college, I want to go backpack through Europe. I want to experience Europe, but not in the common tourist way of going to just all the big monuments, staying in the hotels. I want to be able to wake up and decide I want to climb a mountain and go do whatever I want to do. Now, number 2 item on my list is I want to run a full marathon. This past March, I was completing my first half marathon and absolutely fell in love with running. There's 2 reasons why running has become such an important part of my life. One is the cliche, oh, it's an escape from reality, it helps me clear my mind, it's just for me. But the other one that's kind of more important to me is it makes me not feel so guilty about eating that second piece of chocolate cake after dinner. Now, the number 1 item on my list, the one thing I would do anything to be able to accomplish, and I'm going to figure out a way on how to do it, is to go to the Summer Olympic Games in Rio in 2016. To say I'm obsessed with the Olympics is probably the understatement of the century. From everything from buying t-shirts to having watch parties, making my friends stay up with me till 2 a.m. to watch every event and every interview with athletes, I do it all. I know people have told me over and over again how difficult it is to get tickets to the games, and that's okay with me. I don't have to go to the actual events. I just want to be in the atmosphere because how it brings an entire nation together is really what I want to do. So, the past few years that I've had at A&M have provided me with these opportunities to realize my true ambitions. Be a successful businesswoman in New York City, give back to others in some way, shape, or form, and check off my bucket list items. I know what I want to do, now the next step is figuring out how I can accomplish these. As the well-renowned author and businessman Stephen Covey said, I am not a product of my circumstances, I am a product of my decisions. I have to take the initiative now to accomplish my goals. They won't simply be handed to me. If I want to do it, and I decide to do it, then it can be done. Thank you.
Why is it not stopping? Sorry about that.